Good afternoon. Today I'm going to show you how to add, change, or remove drive letters that are assigned to a volume in your computer, and then change its file system from a form called FAT32 to a different form called NTFS, and then back to FAT32. Should take you about 10 minutes, give or take your processor speed. Drive letters are assigned by Windows 7, and they are what allows a user or an application to access a partition or volume. Normally you cannot control what letter is assigned, but you can actually change the drive letters in Windows 7. This is a really interesting change. Being able to change what drive you access a volume on is a valuable tool when it's used correctly. Also, there are the two types of file systems I told you about. One is called FAT, and there's several types of it. There's FAT32 and FAT16. We're going to be messing with FAT32 today. It's an older system, and it can hold less data. This is in the gigabyte range. NTFS was introduced in Windows NT. It's supported by Windows 7. And has the ability to hold several terabytes at minimum. A terabyte, if you did not know, is 1024 gigabytes. Okay, this is really easy to do. Actually, it's almost too easy. So you're going to click Start. You're going to come over here to Computer, but you're not going to click it. You're going to right-click. Come to Manage with the little shield on it. You'll see my computer's just a touch slow, and so we need to wait a second while it does its thinking. Okay, this here is called the left pane, this is the right pane, and this is the details. We are going to click Disk Management in left pane. It's right under the storage area. And down here is a graphic of this information. These are all of the different partitions that are on my drive. Here's data volume 1, and if you look, whatever I'm highlighting here is highlighted up here. Data volume 2 and data volume 3. And right now, data volume 3 is an F drive and FAT32. So we're going to right click it and come up to change drive letter and path. Okay, if this wasn't already here we would click add, but we're going to change it. We're going to assign a drive letter. We don't want F. How about we come down here to Y, and then we can click OK. It gives you this hint that things that are saved on this drive, if you do this, might not work correctly. It's fine, so you just click yes. Alright, now it wants us to, I'm going to create something and save it to that drive. So we're going to come in here to Start, Notepad. Oh, would you quit? And I'm going to save it as memo, and I've already played with this a little bit, so I'm just going to record over it. Alright, we can close this out because we don't need it. And now here's where it gets a little tricky if you haven't ever messed with this. We're going to come in here and we are going to type CMD in the search processes field. Oh, there's CMD, and if you look at it, it looks like there's a command that it's command prompt, and that's sort of what we're going to be doing. You're not going to click it yet. You're going to right click it and we want to run as an administrator. Gives us the hint, hey, do you want to do this? And we say yes. Okay, and then here it's brought us up to the command prompt. And if you'll notice, I'm trying to do whatever I can to click. And this isn't, we're no longer in a GUI interface. This is a regular old DOS interface. We're going to type convert y fs to ntfs, and we're going to hit enter. And then in this little prompt, we're going to type data volume 3 because that's the name. I'm going to hit enter again. Gives us all sorts of information. It gives us a serial number, and looking at the disk space. Right now, if you look, it was in kilobytes. It says converting the file system, conversion complete. Okay. We're going to come over here to my computer. We're going to find Y. Hey, memo, still there. So we didn't lose it. Now, we're going to come back over to the computer management section. And if you had closed it using this, all you have to do is go back to Start, right-click Computer, choose Manage, and it will get you right back to this section. We're looking at data volume 3. It is now an NTFS. Has 246 megabytes. Looks like it worked pretty good. We're going to right-click data volume 3. This is something that's a little different because NTFS to FAT you have to format. So we're going to tell it to format data volume 3. The file system we want is the FAT32. Allocation unit size, it would be fine where it is. Okay. We're going to click OK. It's going to say formatting this volume will erase all data. So we're going to lose memo. So we say yes. Boom. It's a FAT32 again. Okay. We don't need the command prompt. I'm actually going to shut this. And I'm going to come in here and I'm going to show you something. Y, which is our data volume 3, is empty. So we lost our data. That's one of the things about switching from NTFS to FAT32 is that you will lose your data. You need to make sure it gets backed up. You want to make any of these changes before you save things to it, because before you save to that volume, because it can confuse things. Each drive or partition can only have one letter assigned to it, so think before you do this. And when you're using the new simple volume wizard, in other words, when you're making these partitions, you'll be asked, hey, do I need to assign a letter to this? And it'll tell you what letter to use. And that is it. You've learned how to create or convert file letters compile file systems and change file letters. I hope this helped you.